Shalom, back with part 3. Again, he gathereth them in a place called Armageddon. Okay, he is gathering the nations. It's the Lord who's mustering the nations, as we just finished reading in Isaiah 13 and 4. All right? So, verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation, which means righteous anger, to destroy the whole land. Let me give you an example of that. All right? How for the day of the Lord is at hand, and it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Hello. Give me a minute. This is 2 Ezra 16. Let's pick it up here at verse 11. And the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea rises up, and the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand. Who is that? Yahweh, that bendeth the bow of his arrows, that he shooteth are sharp. Those arrows are talking about the arrows of the Lord, the ICBMs, that thermonuclear fire. Again, he's going to use the other nations like Russia, China, Iran, Pakistan, North Korea, India, everyone that had ICBM capability, including America's own allies, NATO and the EU, to send missiles onto America. And this is part of the testimony. This is scriptural. And that is the will of the Lord. And we'll get into that in a moment. All right, let's finish reading this stuff here. All right, when they begin to be shot, right? So the missiles, the arrows that he shooteth for sharp and shall not miss. Again, they're going to be guided by the angels. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Do you know where the ends of the world is? The Western Hemisphere, people. The Western Hemisphere. That's the ends of the world. Okay? Because the beginning of the world is in the east, the Eastern Hemisphere. Hello. All right, so behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till they consume, which means devour, destroy the foundation of the earth. And again, the earth will abide forever. What we're talking about is taking out these militaries of the Edomite beast system. And as I said, the Lord's going to use those nations as a vessel to take out corporate state of Israel, along with America, Babylon the Great. And then the Lord is going to deal with them and take them out, because the Lord is coming to set up his kingdom here on the earth. Okay? You understand? All right? So like an arrow which is shot from a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent, that thermonuclear fire is the ultimate plague, upon the earth shall not return again. There you go. Okay? Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Now give me a minute. All right, so listen closely, people. Revelation 17. And the 10 horns, that's talking about the EU, the European Union, which thou sawest on the beast. The beast is NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, right? These shall hate the whore is America, Babylon the Great, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. They're not going to fly over America, pour gasoline, and light a match. They're going to send ICBMs, the arrows of the Lord. Now, here's the most important part here. Verse 17. For the Most High have put it in their heart in Hebrew is lab, which means mind, to fulfill his will. Do you understand? The Lord's will, to fulfill the Heavenly Father's will. Do you understand that? Give me a minute. This is Escalate 18 and 3. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. I repeat, all things obey his will. For he is king of all, and by his power dividing the holy things from among the profane, from among the ungodly, the wicked. We'll be right back with part 4 to close out. Shalom.